Hey YouTube, this is Southern Prepper One, and this is the news of the day. A few days ago, 6 children at an elementary school in Australia were killed at a school party when a gust of wind picked up their bouncy castle and threw it 30 feet into the air. 6 children have died, 2 being seriously injured still, and 1 recovered at home. At 12:10 p.m. off the Pacific coast in the ocean, a 6.2 earthquake rattled an area near Eureka, and that's in Northern California, and this happened on Monday afternoon. Windows were broken, but no serious structural problems have been reported. Winter began at 10:59 Eastern Standard Time today in my area, so today is the shortest day of the year. The death toll from the typhoon that struck the Philippines rose sharply to 375, but some reports have put it over 400. At least 500 people are still injured, and 56 people are still missing. In 2013, a typhoon struck the Philippines, killing over 6,000 people. The price of natural gas in Europe has exceeded $2,100 per 1,000 cubic meters. This is a 25% increase in one day alone. UPS, United Parcel Service, is purchasing 19 Boeing 767 freighters. They will take delivery of these planes between 2023 and 2025. They are needed to meet the demand as e-commerce has surged. The McDonald's in Japan are rationing French fries. You will only be able to get a small serving due to flooding at the Vancouver port and COVID-induced logistical problems. They're hoping to have this solved by the new year. The National Hockey League has postponed 5 games and will start their season back after Christmas. More than 15% of the league's 700-plus players are in virus protocol. They might keep some NHL players from participating in the Olympics because of this. 99.5% of all players in the National Hockey League are fully jabbed. Dr. Fauci on Sunday said that masks are prudent things to do and might be necessary while riding on a plane, even when the virus is gone. It is reported that President Biden wants to mail 500 million rapid COVID tests to homes across the United States to counter the new virus spread. Biden administration has announced $580 million of new U.S. taxpayers' money will be used to fight Omicron internationally. $280 million will go to the World Health Organization, $170 million to UNICEF, which is a United Nations agency, and the rest, $130 million, will be split between 5 other international agencies. $580 million of your tax money. Japanese government is taking a different approach with the jab, telling people not to discriminate against people who say no. People need to take it with full consent and not coercion or intimidation. The Iranian Revolutionary Guard on Tuesday conducted major military exercises. They fired cruise and ballistic missiles. These missiles have the range to strike Israel and the U.S. military bases in the region. This exercise will last 5 days and will include large numbers of drone attacking targets. Japan has agreed to pay the U.S. $13.64 billion in U.S. dollars over a 5-year period to host U.S. military troops on Japanese soil. This is an increase over the last 5 years in amounts. Putin again warned NATO that he would use military means to counter NATO's expansion towards Russia's borders. He said that Russia cannot allow them to deploy missiles in Ukraine that would be in a few minutes striking distance from Moscow. And finally, the Israeli military has amended its open fire rules in the West Bank. Military forces are allowed to shoot Palestinian protesters who throw rocks or firebombs at civilians, even if it no longer poses an imminent threat. They are now permitted to use deadly force against a suspect, even if they don't have any object currently in their hand. Before this change, soldiers were only allowed to fire when the perpetrator was still in the act of throwing something. The new rules will only apply to civilians and not when protesters are throwing at the Israeli military. Thanks for watching the news.